If you just train your facial muscles every single day for 2 to 3 months, you will be attractive. Here's a picture of me from 18 years old to now 19 years old. This transformation literally got me from getting one match at on a week on Tinder to now getting 10 to 20 matches a day. And I'm going to show you how to get that in half the time that it took me. The muscles to train to get a glow up. So you're probably seen on the internet, all of these different people are getting the best transformations out there in the world. But you then wonder to yourself, how did they actually do it? Like, it's impressive, but how did they actually do it? How can I do it as well? Was it just surgery? Was it just puberty? Because it's none of these things. It's because there are 4 key muscles to train in your face that actually transform your face. You can literally see this was me when I was a bit younger, so like 17, 18 years old to now 19 years old. You can clearly see there's such a huge transformation, and it's not puberty, because around this time, like 17, 18 years old, I understood the concept of Looksmaxxing for your face, and I realized that there was different kind of exercises that we can do to actually transform our face. But now we need to ask ourselves, why am I more attractive on this picture than this one? What is it? Like, you know that I'm more attractive, but what is it that actually does that I'm more attractive on that one? And it's because of, again, the 4 key muscles. So there's 4 key muscles in your face that has transformed thousands of people out in the world, and they are the ones that you have been seeing on, for example, Instagram with the good Looksmaxxing transformation. The 4 muscles are your palate. There's a soft and a hard palate, but it's mainly the hard palate that actually gives the results, which is the forward growth. Forward growth basically means that your jaw goes from this to this. Basically, it comes more forward. It gets more length. The second muscle is the orbicularis muscle, which is the muscles around your eye area here. So before, as you can see, when I was younger, I used to have this very scarcity look where I looked like somebody who has just seen a ghost or some shit like that. But now, as you can see, I have this calm look. You can see that my eyebrows are going like this, which is what it's actually supposed to do, instead of looking like a rainbow, you know, like a half circle. Then we have the masseter muscles. The masseter muscles is the ones out here on the sides. Basically, that muscle that you can feel on your jaw and here. That is the one that gives you this thick, good jaw looking kind of look. And the last muscle is your hyoid bone. Your hyoid bone is the muscle around your throat area here. The hyoid bone basically just does that your skin around here gets tightened up. When it gets tightened up, your jawline becomes way more visible, which is so much more attractive. And basically will just give you a good looking neck in the front here. And all of these different exercises to transform your face is what I teach inside of my program. So go have a look at the top link in the description. All the details are there. But now let's get to step number 2. And that is the exercises that actually targets these different muscles. So in this section, I will actually walk you through some of the exercises that are the best for transforming your face. So the ones that we talked about in the previous section. And remember, this is the single most important thing that I teach inside of this kind of Looksmaxxing, other than building an aesthetic body. This is literally the most important thing that you can do for your Looksmaxxing journey. So take notes, just something so you can remember it better, because again, this is gold. So the first muscle that I will be going through is the orbicularis. So if you remember what I said about the orbicularis, I'll just give you a quick summary. So the orbicularis is the muscles around your eye area. Basically, when this is trained, it will hold up your eyebrows here at the end, which will give you the hunter eye look. And the exercise that we are going to do in order for us to get our eyebrows hanging up here is actually just taking your index fingers at the end of your eyebrows, and then you will pull upwards and a little bit sideways. That's when you should feel a stretch around here. And when you feel the stretch, you just try to squint. You don't close your eyes, but you try to squint as hard as possible, But again, don't close your eyes, that will kind of ruin the purpose of the exercise. When you have then squeezed down, squinted, then you will try to lift your eyebrows up so you will just get a good stretch on the muscle, and then close it again. Close it again. Repeatedly doing this will actually pull the end of your eyebrow upwards. That's why I have gotten this transformation, as you see. There's also something else that we can do actually. I will just give you it for as a quick bonus. And that is actually throughout the day we want to practice. And that is just doing the UUDD method. Using the UUDD method, you actually learn on how to do the expression. So not only can we train the muscle to get the hunter eye looks, but we also need to learn the expression. To learn the expression, you just want to do up, up, down, down. That's basically what UUDD stands for, where you go upwards, you look upwards, downwards, and then you look downwards again. Now you can see I have like the hunter eye kind of look. That is what you want to train. In the start, it will feel kind of uncomfortable. You'll be like, oh, this isn't working. But I'm telling you, after doing this for like a month, if you just try to remind yourself, you instantly get this kind of feeling that you know how to just do the expression naturally without having to force it. So the second muscle is the palate. So as I said, we have two different parts of the palate. We have a hard palate, which is the front. It is right behind our teeth. Our palate is basically like the roof of your mouth. The hard palate is, as I said, at the front, like right behind your teeth. But the soft palate is the one behind, so basically at the back end of your roof of your mouth. When we train the hard palate, you will get forward growth. If you train your soft palate, you will open your airways for your nose, so you will basically breathe better. I'm not experienced in that, so I won't teach you that. But what I will teach you is to do for your hard palate, which gets the forward growth, because that's what I have experimented myself. And there's two things that you're gonna do here. One of the exercises is that you're gonna be mewing. Mewing all the time. Try to think about it as much as possible. A mistake that I personally did was that I tried to give it too much force at the start. So I just tried to do it as hard as possible. But what you want to do is just lightly place your tongue on your roof of your mouth. This will hurt after like 30 seconds. You'll be pretty surprised. And that's when you will realize, oh, I can actually hold this kind of posture for like basically the rest of the day. But if you try to just do it as hard as possible with your tongue against your roof, you will basically you will lose your motivation and you won't be disciplined with it, and you won't get the results that you desire. But the second thing that you can do is basically the same, but it's just called hard mewing. Hard mewing is where you just for a short amount of time try to apply as much pressure as possible. It can be like a good finisher of the day to do, to just quickly get more progress. So the next muscle is the hyoid bone. As I said, the hyoid bone is the one responsible for tightening up your skin here and having a better looking neck at the front. What we want to do here is very simple. We can do a lot of things actually, but I just want to keep it simple for you. Lay down on your bed, have your head hanging off the edge of the bed, and then you're just gonna do a neck curl. So you basically just do like this front. I will also have a video popping off where I do the exercise so you can see how to do it. The very important key thing here is that you don't try to lift your neck, but you try to roll your neck. It's a huge difference that it will do. It will literally make you burn here. And then the second key thing to remind yourself of is to get as big of a stretch. To get the big of a stretch, you just need to think to tilt your head backwards. Then you can clearly feel these muscles being stretches. It is like one of the most important things to do during the exercise. It's the stretching part of the movement. Then we have the masseter muscles, and that is to get thicker muscles on your end of your jawline here. And you can just do something called the prayer. That is where you take your thumbs and apply pressure upwards towards your chin and jawline. And then you just press upwards, and then you try to resist with your jaw downwards. That will give you the best jaw gains that you have ever seen. There's no fucking amount of gum that will be able to give you this much results. Like, you will literally be sore the day after for like a long time, as long as you just keep progressing it. But again, inside of my program, I teach you so many more different exercises. I teach you exactly how many sets, exercise, like you know, the reps as well, how much you should do. I teach you also about how to build an aesthetic physique, and even as a bonus guide, how to take good pictures for your Tinder profile, so you will get like 10-20 matches a day, just like I have gotten. Again, it's the top link of the description. All the details are there. So now let's get to step number 3, and that is building an aesthetic physique. And first of all, I just want to say that you have probably heard from other people that, oh, your look shouldn't matter. That's, what do they call it? They call it like, basically it's dark to be thinking about having to improve your looks in order to attract other people. You shouldn't be doing that. But honestly, like, let's be honest. If you see a pretty and an ugly girl, which one do you want to talk to the most? Obviously the pretty girl, right? So you can cope and you can say, oh, looks doesn't really matter, but you want to get better looks basically, so stop coping. But anyway, I wanted to know which physique was actually the most attractive. So that's why I texted 5 different girls that I know. Which physique do you think is the most attractive of these 5 different ones? And her answer might surprise you. But it didn't for me. It was an aesthetic physique. It was basically my physique that I sent her out of the 5 different ones. They all said that it was so easy. It was like that physique that they wanted. The reason why they found it so attractive is because there are 7 muscles that we are training to appeal to something called the female gaze. Basically to become as attractive as possible for girls. And that is the neck, the upper traps, your lateral delts, your upper chest, your lats, your biceps, and your abs. Those are the 7 single most attractive muscles that you can build in order to build an aesthetic physique and attracting more girls. Just by doing this, you will get 10, 20, 30 matches a day on Tinder. It's just that simple. But again, I really want to hype my program up because it's where I teach you all of these different things very much in detail, so you can get as quick amount of progress as possible. I have been in this journey for 4 years, at least with the muscle building part, building an aesthetic body, and I will definitely teach you exactly how to get these results. I got the results, I can make you get the same results as well. Like, just look at my body. Wouldn't you love to fucking have that body? Like, every single time I see a mirror, I literally can't stop fucking flexing because I'm so proud of myself and I'm so happy of the progress that I've been making. And think about it, you can do it as well. There's a thing that I want you to think about. Having an aesthetic body and then sacrificing $49 of your life. Which one is more worth it? Think about it. Wouldn't you pay 2 free sandwiches to get an aesthetic body? Go get the investment now. It's in the top link of the description. All the details are there. Now that was the end of the video, and I really want to say thank you for watching this far because you have been educating yourself. You haven't just been wasting your time. I'm so proud of you for that. That's exactly why, that if you want to get more progress and if you want to get more advice like this, then I will highly recommend you to go down and click subscribe to this channel so you can get more of this kind of educational style of videos. Go watch this video over here in order to keep on learning. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day, bro. Mwah.